Dog trainers, dog training business owners, do not trust these people. They're going to hurt your business and possibly put you out of business. Who am I talking about? Stick with me. I'm going to explain everything. So you probably think I'm talking about the politicians who are trying to ban your ability to use remote collars and prong collars and tell you how you can train a dog. While that is a good topic and maybe something I cover in a future video, that's not who I'm talking about. And you could be forgiven if you thought I was going to talk about the sudden onslaught of these coaches and consultants who've magically sprung up to teach you how to grow your dog training business when they themselves never owned a dog training business, which is kind of ridiculous. But that's not what I'm talking about today. I will probably do a video on that, but that's not what this video is about or who this video is about. And it's certainly not about this douchebag or this douchebag or this douchebag. All theatrics aside, the people you do not want to trust are the people selling you ad space. You do not want to entrust them with the responsibility of writing your advertisement because they will. They'll all do that for you. If you buy radio ads, the radio station has some schmucko in the back who works for $14 an hour writing the ad for you. And then they wrap it up with a nice little jingle and they make it sound real professional. And the client, you, who probably doesn't know that much more about advertising than El Schmucko in the back, and trust me, I know this because I've been El Schmucko in the back writing the ads when I was a college kid. They think, hey, it sounds great. It's got a jingle and it's got an announcer with a deep voice. And wow, this is going to do great. You need somebody to write your ads who understands the dog training industry and understands direct response marketing. You should not be doing image marketing or brand marketing when you're a small business dog training owner. And lest you think I'm trying to pitch myself on these services, I'm not. I'm not even in that business. I run Google Ads, which I'll get to in just a minute. The second example is newspaper advertising. I've done a lot of advertising. I've owned 3 dog training businesses over the years. I've done a lot of advertising predominantly in the entertainment weeklies that every city has. If you go to a brew pub or a bar, they have these free newspapers that you can read while you're having a beer. And typically those work really well for getting dog owners to call you, but you do not want to let El Schmucko in the back write your ads. You need to either teach yourself, buy some copywriting books. Copywriting is the art of writing persuasive text that gets people to take action. And you've heard me harp on this again and again and again if you've watched any of my videos, and I'm going to keep harping on it because it's such a valuable skill. So either educate yourself and learn how to write a good newspaper advertisement, or hire somebody. Find a little ad agency or a copywriter or an ad writer who can actually write an ad and work with them to understand what motivates desperate dog owners to pick up the phone and call you. And then you take that copy, that ad that's been written, and you give that to the newspaper and you tell them how it should be laid out. Okay, the type of font you want and how you want it to look. And then they'll run the ad. And the ad's going to do so much better than if you just say, yeah, create an ad for me. These guys don't know. They just, trust me, they don't know. I've done this. I've done enough testing. You have to either write your own ad or hire a professional to write your own ad, because El Schmucko in the back making $14 an hour ain't going to cut it when it comes down to your business. It's the same with Google Ads. There's this big push with Google. They want to have their own people running your ads. Well, it's a little bit like having the fox guard the hen house. As many of you know, my company, Burning Direct, runs Google Ads for dog training business owners just like you. And if, not that you'd have any reason to, but if you were to hang out in some of the Google Ad Facebook groups, the Facebook groups where Google Ad managers talk about the industry, you'll notice one thing. A lot of new Google Ads managers are very worried about Google because they're approaching all of their clients and saying, we're Google, let us run the ad campaigns because we know. Those of us who've been in the industry for a long time are not at all worried about this, because in the long run, what happens is these advertisers go over to Google, they let Google run the campaigns, they completely flub it because Google either has, number one, some guy in Mumbai, India, making $3 per hour running the ad campaigns, and he's typically got 200 to 300 different accounts that he's managing, which is just an impossible task. And the guidelines that they have is to always get the client to perpetually spend more and more money. And so what happens is these business owners, not just dog trainers, but business owners in general, they let Google run the campaigns. They blow through a whole ton of cash really fast. They don't get results. Google comes back to them and says, "We need more money. We need more money. We need more money." And it just doesn't work. And at that point, they either shut it down and just stop using Google to advertise, which is a real shame because you can get some amazing return on investment using Google ads, just like you can with newspaper ads, just like you can with radio ads. But if you let the person selling you the ad space, be it Google, be it the newspapers, be it the radio ads, if you let them create your creative, your ads, or if you let them run your ad campaigns, it doesn't work. Trust me. Go ahead and try it if you don't believe me. But I can tell you, you're going to waste a lot of money. It's much better to either do it yourself or hire a pro to write your ads or to run your ad campaigns, because you're going to get a much better results, and so much of a better result that you could be getting anywhere from 3 to 11 times return on investment, or you could be getting no return on investment whatsoever. And the likelihood that if you let El Schmucko in the back making 14 bucks an hour, or Ali Schmucko in Mumbai making $3 an hour run your campaigns or write your ads, it's just not going to work. So it's very similar to hiring a dog trainer. When people say, "Well, I tried a dog trainer, it didn't work." Well, who did you try? Did you use a purely positive trainer? Did you use a balanced trainer? What approach did you use? How skilled was that individual dog trainer in working with the client's dog? I mean, if you're a dog trainer, you know this to be a fact. What I'm saying is the same thing holds true with all of the different places that you could be advertising your dog training business. So, on that note, if you want to work with a real professional, you knew there was a pitch here somewhere hidden deep inside this video. You knew there was a pitch. If you want to grow your dog training business, I've found that Google AdWords, actually, Google, not called Google Ads, is one of the best ways to get a positive return on investment. We're typically seeing between a 7 to 9 times return on investment. In some markets, even greater, like 11 to 12 times return on investment. Not all markets, but many markets. The problem with Google Ads, like I mentioned, is that you can blow through a lot of cash really quick if you don't know what you're doing, and even faster if you let Google run your ad campaigns, because their primary motivation is just making money off you. So what we do with my company, Browning Direct, is we run Google ad campaigns for professional dog training business owners, as well as for dog daycare and boarding kennels and grooming businesses. If you have any of those businesses, or if you just have a dog training business, get in touch with me at dogtrainertoolbox.com. In the upper left-hand corner, you'll see a box that says Expert Google AdWords Management for Dog Trainers Only. Click on that box, read through that page. It'll explain everything we're doing to run successful Google Ads campaigns for dog training business owners just like you. At the bottom, there's a link to my calendar app. You can book a free 30-minute phone consultation with me to find out if what we're doing with Google Ads would be a good fit for helping you grow your dog training business. Hey, I'm Adam Katz for dogtrainertoolbox.com. See me or converse with me, ask me questions inside the Dog Trainer Marketing Group at Facebook. Talk to you soon, guys.